Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I didn't really have anything planned, and then I just kind of wanted to do this because this is something I got and then I couldn't really find any reviews for, so I thought, why not do my own review? This is the NES30 Pro. It's a little gaming remote for your PC, your iPhone, Android, really just your mobile devices and your computer. Before I bought this little nifty device, I actually tried to look for reviews on people using it just for playing Steam games on their laptops or computers, and I could find basically nothing. Everybody was talking about how great it was for your cell phones or how great it was to play old emulators on your computer, but I didn't really want to get this for that. I wanted a mobile gaming controller I can use for my laptop whenever I go on like road trips or things like that. I can just sit in the car and just instantly play games. So the NES30 Pro comes in a nice little fancy old school looking box. It comes with a USB charging cable as well as a few keychain things that you were probably never going to use, so just leave them in the box. That's what I did. It also comes with a manual that explains all the different pairing modes you can do with your computer or your cell phone. Now, if you're like me, you got this remote controller because you love the design. I freaking love how cool and old school it looks. Like, it legit looks like an old Nintendo controller. It's so sick. But you also wanted it to get like a nice compact little controller you can just easily throw in your bag, don't worry about it, and you can just play games on your computer wirelessly. Now, if you read reviews online, you can see that a lot of people complain about the fact that the Bluetooth on this kind of sucks. If you disconnect it from your computer and then you want to reconnect it later, you would have to go through the whole pairing process again. Luckily for me, however, I didn't really have that problem. It connected every time pretty fine. There are some times where I turn it on and it will just blink blue, it won't connect, and I just turn it off and turn it back on again. It takes like 10 seconds. I didn't really have to do the repairing every time. It's just, if it didn't connect automatically, I just turn it off, turn it back on, and there you go, you're set and you're ready to go. Out of the box, it doesn't work with Steam games. So if you get this little controller, you are gonna have to download additional software. I think it's called X360E. It's free, it's online, it's not hard to find. And it's a really simple setup. You literally just plug in your controller and then run the program, and it automatically detects and automatically assigns all the buttons to the right format of a 360 controller. Now, I did find that when I plugged it in and tried to do the auto configuration, it did kind of bug out sometimes. Some of the buttons would be mapped to the wrong ones, or multiple buttons would be mapped to the same thing. It's not a hard software to use though. You can easily reassign buttons and do whatever you need to get it set. But after you get your controller configured, you can just go into the game settings tab and then add all the games that you want to use this controller for. They have to be games that already support 360 or Xbox One controllers. It can't just be any random PC game. They have to support it, and then after that you just add them onto this little program, and then it automatically assigns the right settings so that this can be recognized in your game and can be used without problem, and then you just click apply and you're done. I tried out Metal Gear Solid 5, Fallout 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider, The Witcher 3, Elder Scrolls Online, and then I even tried The Division. The only game that did not work out of the 6 games I tried was The Division. No matter what I tried, no matter what various settings I set, it would not recognize this controller at all. I couldn't get it to work. Even though I read online that other people have gotten their generic controllers to work for this game due to the same exact software, for some reason I could not figure out how to get this one to work. Maybe your mileage will vary, I don't know. Just go in knowing that this will not work for all games, but from what I've tested, it does seem to work with most games. Now, getting on to the actual hardware and functionality of the controller, it does feel great. Like, there's no real problem I've been having with it. I know other people have said that after like 2 weeks to a month, one of these shoulder buttons broke on them. After you clicked it a few times, it just went in and wouldn't go back up. Other people have complained about the joysticks not really tracking very well. It seemed to be a software issue that they adjusted in an update. So really, for me, I have had no issues playing the buttons. It feels great, it tracks very well. Now, if you don't really care about wireless gaming, this will work if you plug it straight into your computer. It will recognize it in some games, not all games again, but I did find that the buttons were mapped incorrectly. Like for The Division, ironically, this worked plugged in when I first tried it out, but all the buttons were assigned incorrectly. The only thing that was really working properly were the joysticks. Also, if you have larger hands, I cannot recommend this to you because this is a very tiny little gaming controller. Luckily for me, I have kind of smallish hands, if you can see that. It's about the same size as this remote controller. So for me, this is super comfortable, very easy to use, no problems at all. I played for 4 hours straight and I had no issues at all. My hands didn't cramp up, nothing. As far as battery life goes, I've had this controller for about a month now and I have not had to charge it at all. I only play games for about 4 or 5 hours every week and this thing has lasted the entire time. This easily fits into your bag. It's seriously not going to add any bulk. Look how thin that thing is. It's very, very light. That is my review for Steam gaming on the NES30 Pro, made by 8-Bit Do, I believe. If you're looking for a great little controller to play Steam games on the go, this is definitely the one I'd recommend. Thanks for watching, stay sexy, and I'll see you sometime.